All right, I've never played Melvor Idle before. I've heard a lot about it. I'm doing a project where I do a bunch of idle games at the same time, and then when I tap them out, when I run out of like strategic decisions to make and have to literally let it idle, I alt tab to another game. So I'll be stitching all of the different pieces of this episode together. I'll cut away, right, and just come right back whenever I return to the game and let you know about how long I was gone for. You should be able to infer it if you look at the live split timer. However long the time jump is how long it's set idle for. But I've heard this game is inspired by RuneScape, which is cool. I love RuneScape. Played a lot of RuneScape. So, pretty excited to check this one out finally. This one's on my voting system as well, so eventually when it wins the vote, I'll play it for substantially longer. I didn't know I had to log in, so let me pause really quick and do that. 1 second. Okay, we're in now. I'm going to have to find a way to full screen this. I assume it's not only windowed. Cloud saves, click to create a new character. All right, create a new character. Standard mode. This is a safe game mode. Oh, it actually has hardcore too. Skills are locked and must be purchased using GP to access. Non-combat skill levels cannot go above your combat level. Start with only melee combat. Should I play adventure mode? Because that sounds fun. Is this like, I mean, there's no Iron Man, right? Because there's no trading, but is that how I should think about that? No bank space purchase limit. Completely different. Is this just like slower? I'm gonna be playing a lot of this game. I don't want to like make a bad mode decision because I made this exact mistake in old school RuneScape. I wanted to play as an Iron Man, and people are like, "You should play it as a main account," and I like it's my biggest regret because I basically just played it as an Iron Man anyway. Uh, Fuck it, I'll do adventure mode. If I don't like it, I'll back out. Nowhere near as catastrophic as picking non-iron. Okay. All right. Tutorial Island. Personal guide to Melvor. I could do all three. There's multiple saves. Right on. Basic skill. It's possible to find a bird nest while wood cutting that provides seeds for farming. Well, you love to hear that. Wood cutting. Cut a normal tree. Oh, I love this already. I start at combat level 3. All right, yeah. That's it's pretty inspired by RuneScape. Got it. Fire making. Burn 3 normal logs. When I'm like acquiring logs now somewhere. I select your logs. Okay, normal logs. Burn. You need 10 logs to do a bonfire. Okay. Fire making is now level 2. Claim. Survival, fishing, catch different fish here. Catch raw shrimp. Is this game owned by Jagex now? Did they buy it? Mastery pool XP, raw shrimp, start fishing. Fishing takes a while. I like the XP like pop-ups and stuff. That's pretty satisfying. Sweet. Cooking. Cook 3 shrimp. It's all pretty straightforward so far. Active cook versus passive cook. Shrimp. Select. Sweet. They signed a deal to publish it, but it's still owned by the original guy. That's cool. Glad they didn't like clamp down on it since it's like very obviously RuneScape inspired. And rune essence, which is used for rune crafting. Yeah, got it. Okay. So mining. Oh, I see. And then the ore node has to regenerate. Yeah, I like the XP drops. Those are cool. We have summoning. Find some tin. Hell yeah. Claim. Smithing time. Okay. Want to make 3 bronze bars, 3 bronze daggers. Okay, and if I want to make the daggers, go back into smithing here. Bronze gear. Okay, I see. Got it. I guess this stuff all gets banked in the lake. Weapons, armor, and food can be equipped from the bank. Give it a go when you're ready for battle. Okay. Probably want more gear than just this. So you equip food. Do you have a limited number of slots? Equip 1 bronze dagger and 3 shrimp. Okay. Slay one of the many unique monsters you can locate in Melvor. Combat specifically. Offline combat is not enabled. That's fine, right? Now, so is being online, is that like a form of game integrity preservation? Is it keep me from cheating, essentially? I'd rather always be online if that's how that works. Okay, there's stab, slash, and block. That's the same. Have a go. Kill 2 plants. I have to select a monster. The amulet of looting to enable auto looting. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Combat areas. Farmlands. Fight a plant. Yeah, this is really gives a lot of the same dopamine as RuneScape. Kill 1 more plant. I do like the attack intervals and then rolling whether you get misses. I'm guessing it's giving you got like max hits and that kind of a thing. Need a bow and some arrows. Okay, so back to mining to get some copper. And I can only be committed to doing one thing at a time in this, is that right? I'm excited to get off Tutorial Island because I'm guessing I can just do whatever at that point. The routing is like my favorite part. Okay, smith bronze bars. Okay, create. Yeah. There's a couple that got astrology, alt magic. Okay. Bronze arrow tips. Cool. Let's buy some feathers from the shop. So we're not killing chickens right now. Bank slots, bank tabs, equipment sets. Okay, cool. I want other skill capes. Okay, that's fun. But I specifically just want feathers. We don't want upgrade. It's materials and items. Okay, feathers. Yep. Buy 30 of them. Is there a way for me to... Oh, I see. All the money I've acquired so far. Got it. Cool. I like the gold concept for getting these skills. That's neat. Arrows are created in fletching, require arrow shafts, headless arrows, arrow tips. Okay. So fletch 30 arrow shafts. Should be able to do that because I think I still have some logs. I have to get logs. Yep. Got it. Oh, and all stats go up to 120, it looks like. Okay. Select recipe, normal. Oops. Wood cutting is now 3. Hell yes. Make some headless arrows. And bronze arrows. Sweet. Got it. Buy a bowstring. Okay. I just need 1. Normal short bow. That'll be under fletching. Unstrung. Go. Then we can make a normal short bow. Cool. Okay. Claim. Go back to the bank to equip stuff. Go. Equip to quiver. Love to see it. Equip to weapon. All right, where can I see my equipment? Sure there's a tab for it somewhere here, right? Kill 2 chickens using ranged. Okay. Safe spotting them. Still getting hit point level ups. I love how they give you all this information on the stats of things. You have to wait a second for it to respawn. I guess I didn't see if any loot dropped from the plants. Okay, we can worry about that later. Mine rune essence. Okay. I'll go back to idle loops eventually, but this is this tutorial is pretty active right now. Mining level 3. Right, runecraft 5 air runes and 5 mind runes. Nice. I guess you have to wait for your health to regenerate in this as well. Okay. A magic weapon. Oh, that's interesting. It just gives you a magic wand instead of having you craft one. Item can be upgraded. Cost 25,000 gold. Equip to weapon. Kill a goblin using magic. Yeah, same as the base game. You set it to like automatically eat at certain thresholds or something. Golbin. It's cool. Okay, loot. 5/5 combo, so I did take some damage there. Oh shit, I don't want to be fighting there anymore. Can I hit run away? Is that what that is? Okay. Do I get XP for kills or do I get XP for attacks like old school? Compost. Oh, that's expensive as fuck, damn. Okay. Giving me some seeds, it looks like. Plant potato seeds. Allotments, herbs, and trees. Tutorial's been finished. It's up to you from now on. Begin your massive journey with Melvor Idol. Okay. So are there still quests like the ones from Tutorial Island to kind of like scaffold my play here? Or I just pick a skill that I want to train and like get going with it, basically. It's interesting. I have to decide what I want to do here because there's lots of interesting options. It said Amulet of Looting from the Spider Forest, which is pretty late. Slayer. These are legendary dungeons. Spider Forest hard. 8 monsters. Highest monster level 158. Damn. Is it achievements? I mean, I'll just pick something because I'm always fun trying to plan out how I want to play here. So now the tutorial's done, I have to re-unlock everything, right? Oh, wow, that's brutal. Combat only to start with. All right, that's fine. So let's just start with fighting some shit then. Plants seem completely safe, but they have lower health, so view monster drops. Does not drop bones. Sometimes drops potatoes. And I'm still training. I'm just training melee right now, right? So I guess the idea is that I would need to get enough money from fighting things to be able to unlock mining and smithing. I actually really like that. I like that you have to unlock the different skills. That's a cool idea. See my equipment here. So I would have to equip this. I want to be training. I guess I pretty much have to train melee right now. And is it still attack is accuracy, strength is max hit? Yeah, that makes sense. I could try to unlock it early. I think everything's pretty expensive though. 10,000. Is everything 10,000? Okay. I probably want to do mining and smithing so that combat can be more efficient so I can do other stuff, but I have to find stuff that actually gives me GP. Because these guys don't, they drop potatoes and stuff tends to go straight into my bank. I don't have to also manage an inventory. Is that how that works? I could go straight into thieving to get GP to unlock other stuff, yeah. But I gotta find something to kill that drops money first, right? Oh, I guess the plants do drop a little bit of GP. Okay. And I have some shrimp here I can eat. I feel like the play here is to get some strength levels, get my max hit up, stay on plants because I can AFK completely safely. So that's interesting. You have to be a little bit more attentive with the combat training, right? Because you have to keep your health up. Like, what's the penalty for dying in this? Oh, prayer could be really useful. Okay. It's going to be really hard to not play this game. This is the idle extravaganzas on my voting spreadsheet, and it'll get a discount from the subblock stream. So when we win, we'll play it for some number of hours. But after that, I might just play this and record it in tiny little bursts here and there because this is already like super addictive. You lose a lot when you die. Okay. That's cool. So you still want to try to avoid dying. Does loot despawn or does it just build up to 100 and then can't build up past that once it gets that high? I guess I could theoretically also sell some of these potato seeds to make some money. Okay. Probably good to go check out idle loops here while I let this this plant battle progress. See if I can get some strength levels, get some higher max hit. Min hit 1, max hit 308. Chance to hit 85%, so I don't really need that many attack levels here. Strength is now 2. Hell yes. Okay. Sweet. All right, we'll come back to this one. I'm really enjoying this one though. It's pretty addictive. Holy shit. All right, we're back in Melvor. You have discovered the secrets of the Mark of the Golbin Thief. Head to the summoning page to create the respective summoning tablet. Interesting. Okay. So is this just the thing that I got? This wasn't like a random drop from plants? Like, how did I get that? Strength is now 6. Max hit is climbing up there. I'm somewhat tempted to try to get my attack up a couple levels here just to be able to get some more, make sure that my accuracy is at 100%. I didn't notice how much accuracy I gained from getting a single attack level. Other things I could do, I could look into selling some of these seeds, because that's a lot of seeds. But it doesn't get me anywhere close. It's like 1 GP per seed. Could sell the compost back, I guess. Because this is the buy price, right? Not necessarily the sell price. Oh, toggle sell mode. Sells for 8 GP. Sells for 6. 10. Oh, that's because it's selling all of them. I see. I guess it is telling me the sell price, isn't it? Okay. Right on. Yeah, I think I want to get thieving for money so I can pick up some of the other ones a little bit more quickly. Let's see. Strength, we're still pumping. There's a lot to look at on the screen here. Where can I see my current XP and strength and how far I have to go to level up? Sure, that's on the screen somewhere, but I don't see it. I do like that you have the element of having to like collect arrows. One of the things I really enjoy about RuneScape is the feeling that there's like crystallized XP that's captured inside runes and arrows. So like when you have a stack of 1,000 arrows, that represents some amount of potential XP based on whatever your average max hit is. Having that sort of XP relationship between items is really cool. Yeah, so I click on it and it just brings up this menu. Maybe I need to like not be in combat to be able to see that stuff. Hey, there's strength 7. All right, we're gonna switch back to attack here. I like that it's interesting there's not a balanced option. Slayer task. I have to unlock Slayer. Oh. But I guess Slayer could put me against an enemy that's like more challenging for me, right? Oh, toggle skill progress. Thank you. That's very helpful. Good looking out. Oh, and that's cool. So when you're in the strength style, it provides +6 hidden strength level. Okay. I guess this tells me then. So each level in attack is giving me 1% accuracy against the plant, it looks like. I should be able to get level 3 attack pretty trivially here. Can see if I can maybe handle some higher level enemies. I guess the trick is that like money is hard to come by. Do I still need food for thieving in this? Do I still get stunned and take damage and the like? I think if there's a way to get money that doesn't risk that there's like utterly idle. I'm wondering how much block gets me. Minimum hit, chance to hit. 13%. It's 5% effect. So that might be pretty substantial if I can level that up a little bit. Yeah, the same. Man, so that's a really hard call then. I mean, maybe the right choice is fishing first. It really made the I like this mode a lot. It's super interesting because it's like getting to that 10,000 gold threshold initially seems like a pretty tall climb, and then it's like, well, what do I unlock, right? Because I can unlock Slayers, that I'm training Slayer at the same time as combat, but then I'm not gonna be able to handle it without food. And I can unlock thieving, but then I don't have food to heal. So I can unlock fishing, but then I don't have cooking to cook the food. I guess I could fish and then sell all the raw fish for money to unlock cooking. Yeah. And I'm guessing I'm not going to get the ability to eat automatically for like a substantial amount of time, right? I'll let attack go up to 4 here, and I might do defense up to like 3 or 4 just to try to reduce some of the attention here. I like that this is obviously inspired by RuneScape, but like it has its own kind of ideas and own gameplay loop considerations. And I think it's really neat kind of gating everything behind combat, because combat is attentive by default, I guess, or more attentive by default in the sense that you have to manage this bar all the time. So how does my regen work? I'm getting like, is it every time I kill an enemy, I recover 1% of my health or something like that? Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. It's awesome. I should have made a bunch more stuff during Tutorial Island. It's kind of cheating, though. Take stuff off Tutorial Island. All right, I'm going to start thinking about fighting something else here. Can look at everybody's drops, right? So this guy does drop bones, but I can't bury them yet because I don't have prayer unlocked. But 1 to 5 GP is quite a bit more than... No, it's the same. All right. Cows. Ooh, I could fight cows. I don't get chicken meat. No, I do get raw chicken. So let me think about this. If I did chickens, I could unlock cooking first just to be able to cook some of the drops I get from chickens. And then fishing would be completely safe to unlock after that, but it's not really a source of money. I just don't want to get in a position where I'm dependent on food, or dependent entirely on natural regen to be able to fight stuff. Oh, even the raw fish sells okay? Okay. I'm actually super glad I picked this mode. I know you said it's not as severe as picking Iron Man in old school RuneScape, but this mode's really cool, and I get it, and it's like really, really up my alley. All right, let's see how chickens go here. Oh, you occasionally get sellable junk. Maybe I do fishing first then, just to get some initial money. Build up a bank. You don't really start with that many bank slots, which I think is kind of cool. This guy has an 8% chance to hit. Okay, so I think the chicken's just, for me right now, straight up better than the plant. Can I compare them somewhere? Is there any way I can, like, just eyeball the difference in their stats? Oh, there's an official wiki. Of course there is. This guy is max hit 111, accuracy rating 170, and the plant is 111, 170. So I should be on the chicken. I guess I've got a lifetime supply of seeds right now. The chicken drops stuff that I can cook later. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to let my defense build up to like 4 here. It is interesting that they've done the combat math so that each defense level is pretty noticeable. Like that already dropped the chance to hit fairly substantially. I like that the game is organized in such a way, it's structured in such a way that you might actually want to level defense early just so that the game can become more idle. And you don't have to worry about coming in here to click on the food. And I guess era of feathers and raw chicken. I could sell bones. Theoretically, I want to like stack bones forever. Township. That's interesting. Yeah, farming seems like... I feel like there's a really compelling case to do almost any of these, or at least a good chunk of them early. What does agility do in this, since you don't actually have to move around? Like, does it affect your attack interval or something like that? Or have some kind of other multiplicative effects on other things? They actually drop a lot of feathers per kill, don't they? Up to 90 feathers? Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have been fighting plants that whole time, but I guess the plants were maybe... their stats seem almost the same. Whatever, it's fine. I have a bunch of seeds now. 254 potatoes. I'll be set on potatoes whenever I get to that point. All right, there's defense 4. Red attack 4. Let's get back on strength because max hit means more kills more quickly. Let's see. Now that does make him substantially more likely to hit me, not getting the passive bonus from being in block. Oh, really? I thought they were potato seeds. I thought that I needed to fight them originally. I have to equip them, though. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Then that was pretty worth it, then. I regret that quite a bit less. Right on. Let me see about selling some of these feathers here. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's good. All right. That'll get us there. They drop a decent chunk of them. Amulet of Looting seems like an insane upgrade. Is there anything else in the game that's as substantial as that? That seems really, really powerful. I have to unlock all of the skills with GP. You only start with melee. That's all you can do at the start. And it costs 10,000 GP to unlock a skill. And I think there's a couple other shenanigans associated with it. I don't think I want to sell the bones because it is 5 GP per bone, but I'm getting so many feathers to drop that selling the feathers is probably the better call. Just want to see if I can unlock a skill here before I tab back over to idle loops. Yeah, that's the strategy. Take a little while, but I think they all stack on the ground, question mark? I guess each drop is a stack. And eventually that builds up until there's 100 stacks of things. Okay, I understand. Where did I get the potato seeds then if I didn't get it from the plants? I must have... During the tutorial island, it sent me to an NPC to get them, or I bought them from like the shop or something. I thought it sent me specifically to fight a plant to teach me about farming, but maybe I misremembered. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So the plant is there as like a last-ditch source of food. So if you're stuck and needing to depend entirely on passive regen, you can get yourself out of that hole, I guess. And then you inevitably get to a level where your core stats are high enough that you can pretty safely just AFK anything. I'm guessing prayers, without being able to see prayer probably in this episode, it has like protection prayers and stuff that you can run that make you invulnerable. Can you unlock prayer flicking? That's kind of funny. No prayer flicking. Okay. All right. Strength's climbing up there. Max hit. We want to get the max hit high enough that we're on average killing it in one swing. That would be fantastic. I guess that's since your min hit's always 1, unless if there's like gear that affects that. You'd have to get your max hit to be pretty high to get the average to be 300, even like one shot of chicken. Guess they each drop a little bit of gold. I'm able to play attentively here, so I could maybe look for some other enemies to fight until I have another plan. Farmers drop seeds. Okay. More seeds. Master Farmer's pretty high level. Probably want to fuck with that guy. Golbins drop more GP, although not a lot. They're combat level 2. It drops a weapon upgrade and a shield. That's probably worth going for. Okay, I'm going to go do that, actually. Since I can pay attention to my my potatoes here. This seems great at, like, being able to calibrate to your level of attention you can give it, right? Like, that was my point in the RuneScape video essay, that the thing I really like about RuneScape is being able to say, okay, right now I can play this really attentively, or right now I can't pay attention to this at all. And being able to, you know, change the content that I do based on that. So here it's kind of exciting because now you're trying to wait to see that you get the Battleaxe upgrade, because I'm assuming that's going to be a benefit over the bronze sword. Do I have to, like, calculate DPS? Because I'm sure that the Battleaxe is slower than the sword. We'll see when it drops. Let me look at the other enemies here. It looks like eating food doesn't, like, cost you time. It doesn't, like, count against a tick or anything like that, which is fine. I think it's reasonable that they simplified that a little bit. Combat areas, Goblin Village, Graveyard, Skeletons, Headless Arrows. Some of these guys are a little scary. Oh, but he drops a bunch of plate bodies and stuff. Seagulls. Tentacle. They really made the drop network. This is one of my favorite. I love doing this in old school RuneScape, just like being like, oh man, what can I go fight? What drops something that's an upgrade? I think this is comparable to Iron Man, because the fact that I can't immediately just dive into mining and smithing means that I actually really give a shit about if one of these monsters drops a bronze plate body. And when do you give a shit about a bronze plate body otherwise, you know? That's cool. Probably not I'm combat level 8, so these things are probably all a little bit too scawy for me. Steel Knight is maybe... Oh. Ooh, he drops some full steel set and a steel sword. I'm guessing swords and stuff still have, like, an attack requirement to equip. Is that right? Okay. How we doing down here? We got garum seeds, body runes. It is nice getting shrimp. Although my bank is becoming a little bit concerning now. I kind of want to hang out here until I get the Battleaxe and the shield. Getting a little bit of money. Filter this. What's the deal with the expansions? Does it just add more content or new skills or something like that? Sort. I can probably sell... Well, runes don't actually sell for as much as I was expecting. I think feathers are still the way to go. Oh no! Okay. Shit, so it was telling me in the corner where I was. So why did I lose nothing? Is it just because I didn't have anything to lose, basically? Goblin's still a little bit scary, it turns out. It's just RNG. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad that it died without something really bad happening. Do you, like, lose stuff from your bank when you die? Is that the idea? He does have a 38% chance to hit. It's kind of scary. I could try to level block a little bit more. More shrimps. Burn through all these potatoes. Appreciate that it's always down there in the corner like that. Can I do a true full screen with this game? I keep accidentally pulling up my bar. Hey, bronze shield, let's fucking go. Hell yes. Hell yeah. All right, what does that do? 2% lower chance to get hit. You'd love to see it. That adds up. It actually feels almost more impactful than it would be in old school RuneScape because of the fact that I'm going to eventually just alt tab out of this game and I want some enemies to like literally have no chance of hitting me. Okay. So I need the axe still. I'm going to hold out for that. I think it said the axe is rarer than the shield. Is there a way to see what the actual drop rate is? I'm guessing that's on the Melvor Idol wiki, but does that ever get displayed in game anywhere? The wiki, okay. I'm gonna hazard, given how long this has taken, that it's like a 1 in 64 or a 1 in 128. I kind of wish that I just had it there, but I wouldn't be able to install mods unless if mods are more akin to like RuneLite plugins. Are they generally just revealing information, or can you like cheat with mods in some way? Oh, 1 in 27, that's not bad. Do that standing on my head. Can I go somewhere to see my like lifetime kills for certain creatures? Okay, then I just have to not do mods at all then. It's a slippery slope. Is there any way to validate the integrity of my account to like confirm that I've never used mods or like modified the game files in any way, or is it totally on the honor system? I found that like recording games like this can help me to get over the game integrity problem. So I definitely I remember playing Cookie Clicker years ago. It was my first idle game, and installing an auto clicker, and then it just like the bubble popped, and I'm like, I'm never gonna play this ever again. Why would I ever play it without an auto clicker? And the auto clicker just like undoes the whole game. And pretty good strength XP because you get more XP with a higher max hit. That's the same as RuneScape. I'm getting the levels. Feels like pretty fast now. Your count changes if you turn on mods. Right on. It's all right if the answer is it's on the honor system. I can not cheat, but it always makes me happy when a game has some kind of mechanism to track whether you've done that. I really like that about... There's a lot of things in RuneScape that you can prove that you did something by the rules. Like you can check your music list to see if you went to any areas you weren't supposed to go to, right? You can check your high scores to see if you have XP and skills you're not supposed to have. Oh, can you like load your same profile on mobile? That sounds great. That sounds really dangerous though. I want to get this axe. And when I get the axe, I'll go back to AFKing chickens, and then we'll go do some more idle loops here. Wish I could see how many times I've killed this guy. Statistics, maybe. Skill level XP, abyssal XP, mastery XP. Oh my god. Attacks made. Yeah, check in on it once per day, basically assign the new task for the day. I hereby swear I won't touch this game until the idle game extravaganza wins the vote. But once it wins the vote, I might start recording interesting events from the game. Because obviously you don't need to record everything like RuneScape. You can just record when you get, really substantial level ups, or when you come back after letting it run for a day or whatever. But it's pretty addictive even on even playing it like pseudo attentively here, just like waiting for this axe to drop, right? I'm kind of impressed at how good of a job they did at recreating the feel. I had heard that this game was pretty professional feeling compared to a lot of other idle stuff out there. And especially hearing that it's like directly inspired by RuneScape, you're like worried, like, oh, is it like really low effort then? But no, it's pretty good. Hold down the eat button to keep eating. Okay. I'm running out of potatoes soon, and I don't want to go back to plants. So I'm really hoping I get this this drop. I think 10,000 gold was the perfect threshold because it's like it's achievable, but it's pretty tricky. So it feels like you really have to like pick the right skill. And I'm sure you get to some point where you like snowball and just unlock all the skills and it's no problem because you've unlocked something that's really efficient for money making. But rank 13, max hits up to 438. Still can't one-shot this guy, even the best case scenario. It's interesting that they immediately went with the larger numbers. I guess it makes each individual level count for more. See, that's something that I was, before I played RS3, I was really excited about RS3 because of all of the changes to the math, where it's like, oh man, it's going to make every level feel substantial, and it's like the exact opposite because everything else about the way that they've broken RS3 has made the math feel totally pointless. Like you not only do you not feel the impact of a strength level, you don't feel the impact of like 20 strength levels. Ah, another bronze shield. Bummer. Not the one I wanted, game. Upgrade would be with silver bars. That's interesting. Best bronze shield. So it's like a silvered bronze shield, basically. I want to at least sit out these potatoes. If it doesn't drop, I'll hang my head and go back to plants for a little bit. Yeah, but it's only worth 1 GP, right? I was hoping it would be worth a little bit more. Boring. I guess I get it out of my inventory. Don't have a need for it at the moment. Okay, will I get the Battleaxe drop before I run out of potatoes? When one of those two things happens, I'm going to switch over to idle loops, but I feel like I've killed way more than 27, so I'm pretty dry over here. I wish I could see how many I've killed. That somewhere? I actually super missed that in RS3, not having the RuneLight plugin that lets me like keep track of my loot tracker for everything I've ever killed. We are getting hit points slowly but surely. And it looks like the region increase from higher hit points is actually kind of noticeable. Hey! Hell yes. Got the axe. Let's fucking go. Okay, so do not sell that. What are you doing? View item stats. So it's quite a bit slower. It has a substantially higher strength bonus. Let's try it. Assume that it's better. Probably is, even with the slower attack. Yeah, max hits 500. Accuracy rating somewhat low. I don't need to fight this guy anymore, so I think I want to go on chickens, because I think chickens are still pretty AFK. Now I feel like I have a decent, my max hits high enough, I have a decent chance to just one-shot the chicken. Then the chicken's going to drop feathers, which I'm going to be able to sell. I'm trying to decide if I want to pop over onto block for a little bit just to get my chance to hit the chicken chance to hit as low as possible. My strength's high enough that I can still hit it really hard. Yeah, I'm still have a decent chance of overwhelming its health here. Like that, for example. That was fantastic. I think that that's one of my favorite relationships. I love the idea that like increasing your strength actually increases your XP rate because XP is connected to the damage you dealt. So having a higher max hit is higher XP per hour on that stat. So yeah, I think if I get like a couple defense levels, I'll be good to I'll regen more damage than I take from the chickens, and I can just sit here and come back and pick up all the feathers and hopefully unlock a skill after that, maybe fishing. Fishing and then cooking, because then I can be a little bit more aggressive with actually fighting higher level monsters, I expect. Don't worry, I'm going to go back to idle loops. Just trying to pick up like a defense level here. I need 18 XP. So that's how much XP is contained in a chicken? 12? Okay. So this chicken should be the level up or before it dies. But what might actually make sense here, I'm trying to decide, since I already have a max hit higher than the chicken's health bar, instead of continuing to train strength, it might make sense to do attack to get my accuracy up to 100%, and also to qualify for new weapon upgrades, because I think when I come back to this game, I want to go farm the knight that drops steel armor and the steel weapon. And if my accuracy is high enough, I'll be able to equip it right away. And I'm guessing there's going to be diminishing returns, because whenever I overkill the chicken, it's like it's a waste, right? It's wasted XP. I don't want to be overkilling it wherever possible. Do I want to wait out 512? No, I keep saying I'm going to switch back to idle loops. Let's switch back to idle loops. Let's go on stab. Let's pound some potatoes really quick. All right. Good luck, chicken battle. We'll be back soon. All right, back in Melvor. How is the chicken grind coming? I got here at a great time. I had space for all of that. 622 feathers. You love to see it. Chance to hits up to 93%. Can you get your hit chance up to 100% in this, or is there like a chance to roll a 0 every time? I don't know how closely they mirror RuneScape's math. Benedict, Jesus. Got the zoomies. Oh man, look at all that GP. All right, well, I want to get just enough. So I need like 3,000 GP. It's fine. Hey, all right, let's unlock fishing. Fucking go. I love that because like it's already kind of hard to get GP. All right, let's try fishing for a bit and see how this goes. Oh, but my bank space is a problem. Damn. To decide if I want to do something about it. I guess I can sell some of the things that I made during the tutorial that I can't immediately use until I unlock those skills to get some spaces here. I probably don't need all these runes, even though they don't sell for very much. I guess, did they intentionally make it so that when you buy something from a shop, you can sell it back for exactly as much as you paid for it? Rusty key, old boot. I guess once you have a stack of something, it stacks infinitely, or does it go up to like 9.99 or something? I think I'm going to get rid of these compost. Cost me a lot to buy them, and I'm selling them for what I paid for them. I get my slot back. Sell these arrow shafts. I can do that later. I guess I'm just throwing them out, but that's fine. Can probably make another bow later, although I guess the idea is that I can unlock ranged, but I don't have any arrows, so I would need to get fletching anyway to make arrows, or I guess I could maybe find an enemy to farm that drops arrows. Hat, glass bottle, rusty key. Fishing level 2, hell yes. Sell the bow, yes please. Cat's being a big jerk. I don't think I ever want to sell this, because I don't think there's an easy way for me to get another one. Unless if it's just in the shop. Ooh, get new places to fish here. So there's fish 75%, junk 25%. Can I see what all the possible junk rolls are from a specific pool, or is you always get the same junk regardless of where you're fishing at, pretty much? It's tempting to like not waste my region ticks by like going and fighting a challenging enemy, getting my health down a little bit, and then switching back to fishing and letting myself region back up, which is kind of a fun idea. I know who I want to fight. I want to fight that one guy, the knight that drops steel stuff. Let me hit fishing level 3 first, I guess. Or bronze fishing rod. Is there skill upgrades? Does this not have any requirements? That's pretty cheap. I'm guessing later upgrades will have requirements. Oh, it just directly upgrades the skill. Okay, I see. And is there now steel is 1,000? I see. Requires fishing level 10. So they've you have like a tool belt essentially. You don't have to like carry the tools in your inventory, or they don't count against your space and equipment. It's cool. Yeah, let me go fight this guy really quick. So there's, where was he? He was the Steel Knight. Let's see how badly he fucks me up here. I'll be ready to spam eat some potatoes. 60% chance to hit. He hits pretty hard. I could get lucky on drops though. I could like immediately get a steel weapon, which would be a phenomenal combat upgrade. I think biasing towards accuracy is the way to go right now because I only have a 61% hit chance. This is pretty brutal. I want to be able to kill at least one before I run for it and wait on my region to come back. Need to find some guy that's not as nasty as this guy, but not as weak as the chicken. Oh, 12 HP. Come on, drop something good. Yes, that's something good. Okay, get the fuck out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Run away. All right. Let's fucking go. Okay. Steel helmet. Equipped to head. It replaces nothing. That's fantastic. I'm going to let my HP region get back to fishing here. Hell yeah. Can I see my helmet here? Range attack bonus down, magic attack bonus down, magic defense bonus down. +9 melee and ranged. So is defense bonus a distinct statistic from levels in that skill? So like it seemed like getting +1 attack roughly corresponded to +1% hit chance-ish, depending on what I was fighting. I'm wondering if +9 melee defense means 9% reduced chance that I'm going to get hit. That sounds amazing if that's in fact how that works. This game rules, by the way. I'm really impressed by Melvor Idol. I was worried too that if you just like did an idle skin of RuneScape, it wouldn't capture the feeling of like needing to route your playthrough through the game and decide what skill you want to unlock and like what guy you want to fight to get a drop that's going to, speed something else up down the line. It definitely has that aspect. And I think it has a comparable level of complexity. While there's probably a correct optimal answer to that question, that it's suitably complicated, that you don't feel paralyzed. You just kind of have to pick something and do something, right? Because the clock's ticking. See all this stuff that I'm getting right now. Oh, wow. The rubber duckies sell for a lot. You guys weren't kidding. Shell. to really have to like devote some space to some of this shit. Is the rusty key just for selling? I'm sure it doesn't like open anything. I guess I can hold on to it for a second. Seaweed, old boot. Fishing level 4, heck yeah. And I have to buy bank tabs, right? Plus 5 bank slots. 480 gold. I can probably live without it, but once I unlock one more skill, I'm probably going to have to pay for that, to be honest. I don't think I really have a way around it. Trying to decide. Let me look at my other options here. So we got general upgrades. Most of this stuff is like wildly expensive, but that makes sense. I could do the steel fishing rod, and in fact, it might be correct to do that, even though it's 1,000 gold is a lot. Once I get to level 10 fishing, that seems pretty useful. Auto Slayer. Automatically fight new Slayer task enemies. There's some cool design space in this game, too. Cooking gloves. This is something for mains in RS3, right? Chargeable gloves. I don't have access to it as an Iron Man in RS3, so. Ability obstacle GP. 10% GP gain from agility. It's cool. Superior skill capes. And you can get a max cape. Don't think I need any of this stuff. The bragging rights, that's funny. And then township. Okay, so township is miscellanea basically, but they make it into a skill since there's no questing. You do a force save. Yeah. Okay. Working way up in level here. Ooh, a rope. Ah. Upgrades into a bowstring. Interesting. I might need to pick up that bank space thing because there might be enough drops here. I mean, I guess I could sell the runes from the goblins, but runes are potential magic XP. I guess I can sell my bronze dagger and my bronze sword. I think the Battleaxe is still strictly better. Yeah, the strength bonus is pretty big. I think I get the space by selling them here. It's more important. I actually actively don't want to catch shrimp, I think. HP is not fully regenerated yet. Hey, level 5, let's get some sardines, baby. Lower junk percent. Mastery. Each mastery level increases the chance to receive 2 fish. 3% chance to catch special items. You no longer catch junk. Always catch a minimum quantity of 2 fish. So, my understanding mastery correctly, this is a way to reward you for focusing on a specific skill node instead of just constantly always jumping up to whatever the highest available skill node is. So I'm leveling up raw shrimp as like a separate leveling XP pool from fishing as a skill. I think that's a really cool idea. Wouldn't even have considered that. 69 GP, nice. I think this is overall quite a bit faster. Okay, sardines are 5 GP each. That's pretty good. Get another 3,000 from feathers. So waiting for my HP to top off here. I have to decide. Like, I think I unlock cooking next, because if I unlock cooking next, I can cook all of this fish, and then I can really try to push the Steel Knight guy to try to get some upgrades here. Yeah, because I feel like if you played on normal, it's probably still very fun. But if you play on normal, you can just get your gear set pretty fast by just focusing, mining, and smithing. But now I feel like I'm in this position where it's like I should try to fight some enemies to get some upgrades. I wonder if smithing is better in this than in old school, because in old school smithing is kind of stupid. Like it's like 99 smithing to make a rune plate body, which you can get trivially elsewhere. But honestly, I think that's almost good for the game because it's fun as an Iron Man to have to like get your mithril scimitar or your, you know, adamant plate body or whatever. And if you could get it really early in smithing, it wouldn't feel special to get it as a drop anywhere. Okay, so we're 6. Spend mastery pool XP. Okay, so mastery pool is... So I could use this to pump one of these without actually having to spend time catching shrimp, I think, if I'm reading that correctly. Gotcha. This is like ridiculously thrilling. You get to 50, man. If you're waiting on natural healing, it is brutal. I think I have to unlock cooking next so that I can not feel like I'm wasting time not using my regeneration here. Because I'd like to be able to attempt the night every so often. If I can get lucky and get the I think it's a steel sword that he drops. Was it? He collapse some of these. Castle of Kings. So I got the helmet, which is the second most common. It's a steel scimitar. I don't know if it's like old school where the scimitar is like the optimal attack speed to strength bonus ratio. That's potentially a gigantic upgrade. Oh, your second skill costs more GP. Oh, I like that. That's like leagues in old school RuneScape, where you know your first zone that you unlock is cheap, and then the next one is quite a bit more expensive. Yeah, taking fishing early is... I'll get there, but I'm not going to be able to get to cooking today, I don't think. It'll have to be next episode. This game, I think, is trying to decide if I want to like let it run for several hours. Like I'm going to do, I think I literally have to do that with idle loops, or I'm not going to make any substantial stream progress with it. I could maybe boot this game up and just pick one thing to let run. But like, what do you pick, right? I mean, maybe I just do fishing and let it go and see what happens. All right, we're caught back up to HP here, so let's go fight this guy with Shramps this time. His hit chance is down by like 5% from the steel helmet, so that's really noticeable. I'm gonna pray that we get a good drop here. Make me very happy. Actually, what I might do, if I AFK something, I'm gonna AFK something boring. I'll AFK plants. Yeah, so what I'll do is the next time Melvor Idol is on stream, in the morning before stream, I'll load up a plant and just AFK it all morning. That should hopefully build up a big enough stack of potatoes. I'll be able to fight these guys. Boots! Let's go. Very excited about that. And it was the next most common drop, but it is still big? Question mark. +5 depends on it. So it's not huge. It's not as big as the helmet, but plate body is really what we're in the market for here. That would make me giddy to get a plate body. So hold on. Saw a mastery. Was it this? You like actively training it to see what the mastery points are. Your mastery unlocks, okay. 3 mastery level increases the chance to receive 2 fish. You get to 50, you get a chance to receive special items. Okay. Oh god, my bank is full. Crap. I'm gonna have to get rid of something here. I guess I could go ahead and buy the extra 5 bank slots just to be completely safe. I don't know what else I can loot here, to be honest. I only have this 1 cooked shrimp left. I should probably use it. Can I eat seaweed? No. Guessing if something that says it has this no item description, then I can just safely sell it, but I'm not sure. I'll just tell you times found. That's good. Fishing level 8. Yeah, I think this is an absorbable cost. It's expensive, but substantially reduces my stress level. And the next one is 1910. Okay. Yes, I think even just getting to the point where you have every skill unlocked is going to take a really long time. So I think we do fishing, cooking, probably, farming, since I can run that parallel with everything else, and then maybe township. I don't know how complicated township is. I assume it's like miscellanea in old school RuneScape. But since it's the thing that I can run literally all the time, it seems like picking that up sooner is probably better than later. What's my next? At level 10, I get a new fish in the Shrapnel River. Guess I have access to raw blowfish. I don't know when I got that. We can go give it a try here. I really like this Mastery XP idea. In fact, if someone wanted to make a RuneScape clone in the future, I would love to see them adapt that idea where basically every kind of skill node has its own XP bar that's unique to that node. So if you, like, on my Bonfire Man account, which is my restricted account in old school RuneScape, I basically have to chop regular trees all the time because I have to chop one of everything in every chunk every time I do a cycle. And so I've probably chopped more regular trees than the top 0.0001% of players who chop regular trees. So if I could have a mastery score for chopping regular trees and something special happened as a result of it, that would be pretty fucking sick. Let's check out this blowfish. It is a little bit more XP. Catch time is a little bit faster too. Mastery XP. Mastery pool XP. I guess the problem is that this is now a new fish that's taking up more space in my bank. But it's worth the same as the sardine if I were to sell just the raw fish on its own. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here for Melvor Idle. I'm going to pop back over to Idle Loops. So my future Marstead notes. Future Marstead, next time you play this in the morning that day, go over to combat areas, go to the farmlands, and just set it to fight a plant. It doesn't really matter what skill you train. Maybe actually train defense. I mean, defense is boring, obviously, but it will make you take less damage. So if you want to do more attentively, try to fight this guy, the Steel Knight, next stream, you could. So the Steel Knight is great. He's approachable. You probably need food to fight him and are going to need food to fight him for a while. But he drops all these upgrades. The Steel Shield, the Scimitar, the Sword even, the Plate Legs and the Plate Body would all be huge upgrades for you. If you go to fight him, you probably want to have a substantial amount of food. So if you open next stream by fighting this plant, you'll probably have a ton of potatoes, which should carry you over. I think the strategy is you go ahead and you fight the knight. You get a kill. You see if you get a drop. And then while your HP is regening, you go back and you fish for a little bit. Oh, yeah, we just hit 10 fishing. Let's go. That's cool. Right now, the objective is you need to get to 25,000 GP. And I think the smart call here is to unlock cooking. I think you could make an argument for a lot of other things before cooking, but the reason for cooking is you're going to have all of this raw fish from training fishing, and you can cook the fish and then use the fish to fight the Steel Knight and eventually the Black Knight and the Mithril Knight and so on, and then you can maybe sell their drops to make money more efficiently. And then after cooking, I would probably say go for farming and or township. Since they're passive, they can run at the same time as everything else. Since you're so locked to combat, unlocking Slayer early is probably a good idea too. It sounds like thieving is eventually pretty good for money. But yeah, you've got a lot of choices you can make here, a lot of things you can do on the route. I would say just make sure you're fighting those plants in the morning. You should be good to go. This game, Melvor Idle, fucking rules. I love this. It's going to be really hard for me to not play it potentially for months. So please vote for the Idle Game Extravaganza. Because wins the vote. I mean, I'm just not going to beat it in however many hours we're going to spend on it. But I'll probably play this in my free time off stream and just record little clips of it as I make strategic decisions. And I think that'll be a blast.